Hi everyone, this is Dr. Shashi K. Pathak from National Institute of Education. Welcome back to my How to Learn series of short videos. In this video, we will learn how to graph a radical function. So basically, we are going to learn graphing of a radical function. So first of all, we will start from choosing a simple radical function, which is right now I'm just seeing this as y is equal to a and square root of x. So this is a simple function which can be graphed where a is a constant, x is a variable, y is also a variable. So let's choose a value of a first, just to make it a very simple equation. Let's write it down as only under root of x, where a is simply 1. So if you choose a as 1, you have y is equal to square root of x. So let's plot this function and graph this function and understand how it works. So in order to plot this function, well, what we have here x, and then we have here y, which is actually the square root of x. So we need values of x and y in accordance with this relation. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a table here quickly, and then I'm going to do some calculation work also here to show you that how it works. So let's draw this line a little bit longer here. Here I'm going to plot and show you that how the numbers are plotted. So let's make this line a little bit straight. Let's try. Okay, that's good, right? So I'm going to begin with 0 first. So I'm writing 0 here in the middle. And the reason is because I'm going to choose some negative values here, positive values here. So if I have x equal to 0, what happens here to y? Y is, let's write down here, y is square root of 0, which is nothing but simply 0. So when I have my x0, y will also be 0, right? Now let's choose this as maybe x, because I want y to be whole numbers. So I'll be choosing, let's choose first 1 here, and then y becomes 1 because y here is, if you do the calculation here, this is 1, which is square root of 1 is 1. But then I want the y as, let's choose x as 4 then, because if you choose x as 4, then y will be simply square root of 4, and that will be 2, right? So this will be 2 whole number. And just to make our life easy and understandable quickly here, so we can choose next value as 16. I'm choosing 16, and actually not 16. Let's choose it 9, which is also the next number which can have its square root as the whole number, which is 3, right? So this will be 3 here. In the same way, we can choose 16, and then let's draw this line a little bit longer here. So for 16, we have here 16 will be, square root will be 4. So let's write down 4. And then finally, we can choose here, let's say 25. So y is 25, and 25 square root is 5. So we have here 5. Now let's go to the side, and let's choose this as -1 here to see that what happens to -1 when I have y is under root of x and x is under root of -1, which cannot be solved, which cannot be found. So basically it is not defined. So I'll write down here, this is not defined, right? This is not a definitive function here. So we don't know the value here. Let's choose this as maybe -3. I just chose one value here. And the same way, y will be under root of -3, which is also not defined. So let's write down again as not defined, right? Thereafter, we can just, for the sake of understanding this part, we can choose simply -5, which is again not defined. So again, we have to write down not defined. So now let's plot this function having all these values here. So let's just start here with the let's say we have here 0. So I'm just marking here a 0. And then I have here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 on Y. So this is your Y axis. This is Y axis here. And this one will be the X axis, something like that. So let's at 0 it is equal to 0. So all the values which are negative here will be plotted on this scale. And you can see here that for all those negative values here, the function is not defined. So there is no need to plot, and we cannot plot them because the function is not defined. So let's start with 0. So for the first value I have here is 0, 0, 0. The next is 1, 1. So if I divide this part into, maybe 5, 10, 15. So let's say this is 5. Let's do it as 10, and then let's do it 15 here, and then I can have here 20, right? And then I can have 25. So approximately, right? And then we can have here like maybe 1, maybe here 2, maybe here 3, and then here 4, approximately 5, 6, maybe here, and maybe 7, right? That's enough, I think, because we have maximum value is 5 here actually. So there's no need to go further. So 1 is 1. So 1 is approximately maybe here. So here, this point, right? So let's draw a circle here. And 4, 2. So when x is 4, 4 means x is here somewhere. And then it is 2 here. So this value. And then 9 to 3. So 9 is somewhere here on x. Go up here and mark here the point for 3. So because 3 is here, and then thereafter we have 16. So 16 is approximately here, right? And when you go up, you can mark it here for actually 4. So this is 4, 4 and 16. Then last is 25. 25 you go up here and mark it on 5, right? Because 5 is here, so approximately 5 is here. Now we have this, function defined here by these values. So we can draw a smooth curve here, something like I'm just trying to do, and I think it's not coming smooth very much. So let's do it again. So that's a trick actually here, that you have to draw this smooth, something like that, which is a smooth curve, right? So this is how you plot y as square root of x, where a is 1. So basically this function. Let's look at on a spreadsheet. So what I've done actually, after this page, I'm going to show you that when you put it on this spreadsheet on Excel, Microsoft Excel, then you can plot this by using a table and a graph. Now I'm going to show you quickly here. Okay, so here it is. So I have the same values which I did earlier, and here the values defined as not defined, and here the values you can see 25 is 5, and then y is increasing in this direction. So let's make it a different color here actually. So this is your, actually I'm going to choose a darker color here. So let's choose blue here, so that will be more appealing and clear. X is increasing in this direction. So you can see here that 1 is here, 2 is here, 3 is here, 4 is here, 5 here. So all these values for all those x values, and the function is plotted where y is equal to square root of x, where a is 1, right? So that's all for this graph, and I hope you find it useful, and thanks for watching.